But like, you know, they go to the bathroom,
I don't know if they've actually gotten.
and then they come back, and they've tubed. I only say this because you did have someone carry poop pants through the kitchen. So, like, having somebody tube, like, in the bathroom between making, like, expensive shrimp cocktails doesn't seem that far off to me.
At work?
I don't know of anybody that's done that, but I guess that doesn't mean that it hasn't happened.
Well, yeah, just because they haven't shared that information with you.
And we're back on Smells Like 90s. I got that last part there. No. We've been recording for the last few seconds. We're back on Smells Like 90s Rock. It's Sheila, Hot Toddy, and DJ Pork. We're just trying to confirm that Pork has not worked with anybody that's tubed while on the job.
Again, it's that he can't confirm it, but it is a highly likely.
I feel like there's some people that's taking care of business while on duty.
Mm-hmm.
As long as
Big Dookie seems the type.
After he dropped a big dookie, I would agree with that. Yikes, probably too.
No, probably not Yikes. I can't really
Nah,
see it.
Yikes is a really great guy.
No, he would do it at home like a gentleman.
Oh, so I'm a gentleman. I didn't realize that.
He's made some, I think the most questionable thing, well, not the most questionable thing, but I remember him telling me one time, he's like, yeah, his mom lives with him because she's disabled. But he's like, yeah, she's a recovering alcoholic, so I don't drink around her because, you know, it'll kind of trigger her, so I just drink in the car.
What a gentleman.
What a gentleman.
Such a nice guy.
Such a good little boy. He goes to church every Sunday.
He's really
He's a pretty good guy.
He's
a really great guy.
He's a really great guy, and he's voting for Trump, so, I mean, that should tell you everything you need to know.
He's a person. I don't know what else to say. He's a person.
He's beyond a person, Pork. No. But yeah, just word of advice to our listeners. We're giving you a lot of advice tonight. Don't tube. Don't get caught tubing on the Zoomin. Especially if you're a student. Don't tube on the Zoom.
Don't tube on the Zoom.
Especially if you work for CNN. If you have a great job like
Yeah,
like you've got a good job. What is wrong with you?
right, and not just a good job, but, you know, it's in the media, so, of course, it's going to be all over the news if you kind of do that, so, you know, think before you jack.
Yeah, and, like, just don't do it anywhere that apparently your coworkers will tell you that you did it.
Yeah.
It's like, if his coworkers had been cool, they didn't have to say anything.
I mean, yeah, but they're obviously not. They weren't okay with it. That's why they broke the story. So
yeah,
you know, there's plenty of sex workers out there that are paid to watch you do it. So if you or more even. So if you want to do that, that's fine. Just don't do it while your coworkers are there, especially when you're like an executive type.
Yes.
I gotta look up this man, Jeffrey Toobin.
I've seen him on CNN before. I mean, he's a pretty well respected dude, and that's why it's so not okay.
Is he old?
I mean, he's like middle aged. Maybe it may be 60, early 60s.
So he may have just gotten his new Viagra and was like, had to try it out.
You know? And that's okay.
That's 20 more minutes.
But you can wait until after you get done with the Zoom meeting. We're just saying. We're not prudes here on Smells Like 90s Rock by any stretch of the imagination. We just be a gentleman and do it at home. Or be a gentleman and don't do it on Zoom.
Hey, why? Well, I didn't plan on saying anything.
Be like Yikes and do it in the car.
Yeah, exactly. Be a gentleman.
He's really a great guy. I wonder if Wood's living where he does it. Why are we talking about this? What the hell? Right after I asked that question, I'm just like, why are we talking about? But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Where does Woods live and do that?
I don't know.
I think you
Uh,
do.
Because he can't do it on his bike, that's not the same as a car.
Exactly. I think you know, Pork, and you just don't want to inform us, and that's fine.
I mean, I don't know.
You're
I
a
asked
bro. You're his
I asked
bro.
my supervisors 2 weeks ago, I guess. I was like, "Hey, where is he living now?" And he just goes outside.
Outside somewhere out there.
Right?
It's getting
It would be
cold. Why does he
terrible
always
about that.
become like homeless when it starts getting cold?
It's like Pork and his car trouble. It's this time of year.